Good day everyone, my name is Elise Vesca, the leader of Lesson Group. On behalf of my group, we're going to discuss about Gadang language. So this would be the content of our report. So now let's jump into the history of Gadang. Gadang or Gadang comes from the word Ga, meaning heat or fire, and Dang meaning burn. This Gadang word simply defines its people because majority of them has a darker color compared to other Cordilleras people. Gadang language, also known as Cagayan, is spoken by up to 30,000 speakers Gadang people in the Philippines, especially in the province of Nueva Vizcaya and Isabela in Region 2, including the near of Magat Dam and Upper Cagayan River. So, Gadang commonly found and live in the highlands of southern Kalinga Apayao and eastern Bontoc and Isabela provinces. So, we have the Christianized group, Lowland. Pag sinabing Lowland, sila po ay Christianized during the Spanish era, assimilated into the culture of Ilocano and Ibanag people. So, Christianized group with 60,000 speakers, okay? Northern Nueva Vizcaya, particularly in Bayombong, Solano, and Bagabag. Ang western bank of Magat River, southern Isabela, particularly in Santiago, Angadanan, Kawayan City, and Reina Mercedes. So, we have the non-Christianized group, Highland. Ibig sabihin, this group maintain the unique culture. Okay? They also known as Pagans because they retained their indigenous religion until missionaries introduced Christianity. So, ito naman is Western Isabela along the edge of Kalinga and Bontoc, towns of Antatet, Dalig, Gamu, Tumawili. Okay? So, Gadang community grew exponentially after World War II to immigration of Tagalog, Igorot, and other ethnicities. Gadang now is a minority language in the 2000 census, so they migrant for opportunity or for other purpose. So most Gadang speakers also speak the lingua franca of the Northern Luzon, which is the Ilocano, as well as Tagalog and English. That's all for the history of Gadang.
Good morning everyone. I will now be reporting about the consonant and vowel sound of Gadang language. Gadang consonant. Gadang consonant feature double consonant, so the language may sound guttural to Tagalog, Ilocano, and even Pangasinan speakers. The uniqueness of these circumstances is often expressed by saying Gadang speakers have a hard tongue. And vowel of Gadang language, a vowel is a sound produced with a comparatively configuration of the vocal tract. A vowel is a sound that when paired with a consonant makes a syllable. Examples, Tudda, which means rice, Kiray, which means forehead, Iyug, which means nose. Ang lagi lang po nating tatandaan, pagdating po sa consonant ng Gadang language, matigas po. Matigas ang pagbigkas ng mga consonant nila, pati na din po sa vowels. Kasi ang Gadang po, parehas lang sila ng pronunciation ng ng Ilocano. Kasi ang pagbibigkas ng mga Ilocano, kilala din po sila na matigas. Matigas sila magsalita. So, halos parehas lang po sila. Kasi halos parehas lang din yung region na pinaggalingan ng Gadang and Ilocano. So, they're both na matigas ang consonant and vowels nila. Kilala ang Gadang speakers na matitigas ang mga dila nila dahil ganun yung pronunciations nila sa mga words nila sa mga consonant and vowels. That's all and thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am Zara Joyoro and for today I will discuss about stress, pitch, and intonation of Gadang. First, I will discuss stress. In Gadang, stress typically falls on the penultimate syllable which can influence meaning. Stress play a crucial role in distinguishing meaning, making an important feature of the language. Next is pitch. The pitch of Gaddang language refers to its tonal qualities and intonation pattern. Gaddang has a relatively simple pitch system, primarily using stress and intonation to convey meaning rather than complex tonal distinction. Stress can affect the meaning of words, making pitch a crucial element in pronunciation and comprehension. Next is intonation. Intonation play a significant role in expressing emotion and distinguishing between statement types such as question and declaration. Generally, a rising intonation at the end of sentence indicate question, while a falling intonation is used for a statement. Intonation, generally a rising intonation at the end of a sentence indicates a question, while falling intonation is used for the statement. For example, statement, agamanta ka. In English, I love you usually ends with falling intonation. And in a question, in Gaddang, manantaw ka. In English, how are you? Usually with a rising intonation. That's all. Thank you.
So, good morning, ma'am. I'm Hanali A. Valerio. So, ang topic ko po is all about vocabulary part of speech. So, what is the meaning of part of speech? When we say parts of speech, ito yung mga words na nag-create ng sentence to make us understand kung ano yung gustong sabihin ng isang tao. So, in Gaddang, the main part of speech are noun, personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, integrative pronouns, and numbers. Let's discuss the noun. When we say noun, ito yung mga words na nagdi-describe ng place, things, ideas, name of people. So, in Gaddang, the meaning of house, in Gaddang means balay, in Tagalog, bahay. Sa kanila, ang babae ay bafay. Sa Tagalog ng kapatid or kuya, wayi o man. Next is the personal pronouns. When we say personal pronouns, ito naman yung kapalit ng, for example, your name is Hana. Ito naman pwede nating gamitin yung I, or you, or we. And in Gaddang, the I is ika, ikanak. And he, or she, or it, ang ibig sabihin ng Gaddang is baggina. In day, ang ibig sabihin ng day sa Ibanag is ira. So, third is demonstrative pronouns. When we say demonstrative pronouns, ito yung mga words na nag-uutos sa'yo. For example, nandon. Yun ang Tagalog. In Gaddang, the meaning of there is sitan. When we say here, sa Gaddang, sitaw. And that means yan in Gaddang. Fourth is integrative words. When we say integrative words, ito yung mga words na nag-integrate or nag-question about sa sarili mo or sa mga tao. When we say integrative, ito yung ginagamit also ng mga police to know kung ano ba ang nangyari, kung sino yung nandoon. And in Gaddang, the word what or who means nenay. In English, the who are you means nenay ka. In English word, the what is that is nenayan. So, fifth is number. When we say number, alam naman natin that number means counting, pagbibilang. So, in Gaddang, the meaning of 1 is tata, 2 is aduda, 3 is talu, 4 is apat, 5 is lima. So, yun ang meaning or yun yung words ng mga Gaddang when it comes to numbers. So, sounds. In Gaddang language, related daw siya sa Ibanag, Itawes, and Maluwing, and others. Pero may distinction when it comes to F, V, and C, and J sounds. So, in English language, ang R at saka I ay malalaman natin yung distinction or yung difference between the two. For example, right versus light, rice versus lice. And the F sound is voiceless bilinear fricative. So, pag-pronounce doon as your teeth, your upper teeth and lower lips, magdudugtong sila. For example, F, F, F. Pag P sounds naman, ang tawag doon is labiodental fricative. Ang pag-pronounce naman doon is your both lips is magta-touch. So, parang ito. F, P, 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 P. So, structure. Ang structure naman ng gadang is naggagamit sila ng C in the same manner as the Tagalog sa, as all are purpose indication that a spiral of temporal relationship exists. So, like most language of the Philippines, gadang is delusionally.
Good day everyone. So for today, I'll be discussing the features of gadang morphology. So first, what is morphology? Morphology is a study of structure and form of words in language or a language, including inflection, derivation, and formation of compound. So, morphology is a study of how words are formed. It's like understanding the building blocks of language. We combine a smaller unit called morphemes to create words with different meanings. So first, let's explain the inflection. So inflection is yung word na naka present tense is gagawin, present tense or future tense ay gagawin natin siyang past tense. Like yung walk, lalagyan natin siya ng ed, so magiging past tense na siya. Past tense na siya. And magiging walk na siya. So next is derivation. So, derivation is kabaligtaran niya. So, happy. Kung yung kabaligtaran ng happy is magiging unhappy siya. Like negative prefix. And compound is a two word na pagsasamahin siya like sunlight. Sun is a other word and light is another word. So, i-combine natin sila so para maging sunlight. Next sounds, the gadang language is related to Ibanag, Itawes, Malabeg, and others. It is distinct in the F, B, Z, and J sounds appear in gadang. So, masasabi natin na special ang magkakaparehas sila ng pagsalita pero kakaiba ang gadang kasi hindi siya gumagamit ng F, V, Z, and J. So, next is features of gadang morphology. There are notable differences from other languages in a distinction between R and I and the F. Sound is a voiceless, bilabial, fricative, somewhat distinct from the 45P sound common in many Philippine languages, but not much closer to the English voiceless, labiodental fricative. So, ang wikang gadang is pinakakaiba kumpara sa ibang mga wika. Partikular na nakatuon sa pagkakaibang R at I at ang natatanging F na tunog. R and L distinction. Nagsasaad na iba ang pagkakaiba ni gadang sa pagitan ng R at L. Kaya sa ibang mga wika, nangangahulugan ito na kung saan ang ibang wika ay maaaring gumamit ng isang tunog, maaaring gamitin ni gadang ang isa pa na humahantong sa mga potensyal na pagkakaiba sa pagbigkas. And F sound. F na tunog sa gadang, ito ay nilalarawan bilang isang voiceless bilabial fricative. Nangangahulugan ito na ginagawa ito ng walang vibration or vocal cord or walang boses. Gamit ang parehong mga labi or bilabial at may friction na hangin like fricative, ito ay medyo naiiba sa tunog na P na natatagpuan sa maraming wika sa Pilipinas na kadalasan ay isang pinatibay pa. Isang mas malakas na bersyon ng P na tunog. Next, let's go to the next slide. So, itong slide na to ay isang table na nagpapakita ng tatlong languages, pero hindi sila same sila ng meaning, pero hindi sila same ng pagsasalita. So, sa Gaddang is Nenay inakano singkablan. Sa Tagalog naman, ano ang kinain mo? Sa English is what did you eat? Sa Gaddang is, next is Gaddang. Nenay inakanjaw singkablan. Tagalog is, ano ang kinain ninyo kanina? English is, what did you eat all? And next is, mangan ka. Tagalog is, kumain ka na. English is eat. Gaddang is, next is Gaddang. Inkwakyan or akwakyan. Tagalog is, akin yan. And English is, that's mine. And next is Gaddang. Anggan ko ika and anggamanta ka. Tagalog is mahal kita and English is I love you. So mapapansin natin dito na pag sinasalita ang Gaddang is sobrang diin niya para ang diin niyang ibigkas. And that's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. I am Karnja A. Villanueva and this time I'm going to discuss the phonology of Gaddang. Gaddang includes phenom that are commonly found in other Philippine languages, such as F as a voiceless bilabial fricative, V as a voice labiodental fricative, Z as a voice alveolar fricative, and J as a plosive, evolved from Spanish X sounds. Example, futu means fire, vato means stone, zino means who, jika means each. Distinctive R and L contrast. Gaddang clearly distinguishes R from L, unlike many Philippine languages where these R sounds are often interchangeable. Example, run means sun versus lan means wings. R and D distinction. Gaddang also differentiates between R and D, which are merged in some other Philippine languages. Example, Duma means house versus Ruma means field. The F sound. The F sound in Gaddang is true voiceless bilabial fricative, unlike the P sound predominant in many other Philippine languages. Example, Fana means hanger.
Good day everyone, I'm Maxine Joy T. Yoro and I'm here to report to you some of the phonology of Gaddang. Let's move to the J sound. The Spanish minimalist voice J sound has evolved into a plosive, so the name Joseph sounds to the American ears as Kosip. Sample sentences. Salamat babayan. Salamat babayan, which means thank you friend. The Salamat babayan Gaddang language has H stress at every syllables. Gaddang is related to Ibanag, Itawis, and Malaweg, and is part of the Banagi cluster. Gaddang speakers and the Banag-speaking peoples were the original inhabitants of what is now the Cagayan Valley province of Isabela. So, the Philippine National Commission for Culture and the Arts speaks for 5 recognized dialects of Gaddang. The Gaddang proper, Yogad, Madukayang, Katalangan, and Iraya. More distantly related to Ibanag, Itawis, Malaweg, and others. Gaddang dialect vary across Cagayan Valley, which has 5 provinces: the Batanes, Cagayan, Isabela, Nueva Vizcaya, and Quirino, under the Cagayan province in the city of Lalo, Apari, Calayan, Claveria. Second, the Isabela in the municipality of Alicia, Kawayan, Jones, and many more. And lastly, in the province of Quirino, the municipalities of Saguday, Difun, Madela, and many more municipalities. These are the provinces that are related to Gaddang dialects.